Hey everybody, I'm Michael Batiste from the Elk Calling Academy, and I am over here in Nampa, Idaho with Sandy Castor at the Blacks Creek Guide Gear.
Yep.
Sandy, thanks for having me in.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
We've known each other for a lot of years. I've used your pack for a lot of years, but you guys have a lot of neat things that are new, and I kind of wanted to come in and film with you and kind of introduce your product line to people that maybe have never heard of Blacks Creek, but also talk about some of the new stuff. So. Looks like right here we have the two frames, the grip and the talon.
Yep.
So go ahead and tell us about each of the frames, and this is basically the base structure of your whole system.
Yep, this is the foundation, and the way it works is you have a frame, so you fit a frame to your body. You're a sweet spot person, so you can wear either frame. I can't. I would wear the talon frame, which is smaller. Same technology in both, just overall dimensions, it's a little bit smaller, the waist belt's a little bit smaller, the shoulder harness is a little bit smaller. But you have the foundation, and then you add a component, is basically what you do. You add a bag to the system depending on what size you would need, whatever cubic inches you're looking for, whatever features you're looking for.
But the neat thing with the frames is both of these are completely set up to haul meat and have that capability.
Yep, so yes, so you don't need a bag to use the frame. You need a frame to use the bags.
Right.
So the frame is the foundation. It's an independent piece of equipment. The way it's designed is you have a shelf and you have compression straps on the side. The difference between the two is the grip frame has the bat wings on the side, so a little bit more compressible as far as if you're hauling super big loads.
Okay.
This baby will carry more than you can put on your back. So you load up a quarter, this is adjustable up and down, or you load up boned out meat, you just put right here in the center portion of it, and then you compress it. They compress both directions, so you're gonna lay it down, lay it on the ground, lay whatever it is you're carrying out, compress the three straps, tighten them down just as tight as you can get them, because you never want your load to shift. So
right.
One of the cool things is that this gives you the ability to secure your load so solid that it's never going to shift on you.
Right, and then the last piece would just be come up basically with the shelf and do the top and bottom strap.
Yep.
I know I've packed a few bulls out over the years, and the grip frame has been great, especially for that specific, where the bags just zip on.
Yep.
But then as soon as you get to the truck or wherever, you drop that first load, you drop that pack.
Yep.
And then the bag's gone, and then you just come in with just this frame only for the rest of it.
Yeah, and the new features for this year is we have on our bags, we have a removable bladder system. So now when you drop your bag, you take the bladder out, it clips in to the frame, so now you can carry your water, and your lid can always stay with your frame. So you've got some capacity to carry
snacks or whatever
or
you
your
need.
knife or whatever, a flashlight. You've got the lid. Then we have some other really pretty cool accessories that will also hook on it if you drop your bag, if you just need some extra capacity.
That's not. See, like I said, I've worn these packs for years, and I never knew that I could take the lid off of my bag and keep it with the pack. I've always stuffed snacks into the pockets of my pants, so that way I had something. And yeah, that's great about having that pouch to stick the bladder in, because I have finagled ways so that my bladder stays.
Yeah, it was definitely like, oh wow, now how do I carry my water out when I drop my bag? So you just unclip the bladder, clip it into there, and off you go.
All right, so even though the talon is made for smaller people and the grip is usually for larger, but you do have adjustability with the butterfly, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the harness system moves up and down on both systems. So you could wear, like I said earlier, either frame. Because I'm short torsoed, I would need to adjust this one down, and I actually wear this one fairly small. But it fits me, it fits you, it fits great big guys. It'll fit a 12-year-old because of the adjustability in the system. And the way the shoulder straps, I'm going to turn this a little bit. So the butterfly harness is designed to allow the weight to be dispersed across your shoulders, but the harness system itself is not anchored to the frame, so it floats up and down with this butterfly system so that it's able to be fitted perfectly to your body.
Okay.
So because of it's not being anchored there.
So basically, the saying fits like a glove.
Yes.
So
yes.
that's kind of what this
You work it
frame
right into your
does.
body, and it's perfect.
Gotcha. Okay. No, and that's, like I said, I've only hauled with the grip frame. I'll tell you what though,
Yeah.
those side panels are so nice to really suck in, and yeah, the load does not shift at all.
Yeah.
And the thing I noticed with this too is a lot of times, like some of the old, pack frames, as soon as you put a load, you kind of had to roll the shoulders and stick the butt out and get that hunch. But with this, you're pretty much just walking upright normal and pretty dang comfortable.
Yeah, I think the way it's designed, it allows it to lay solid on your chest, so you don't have to bow your shoulders to keep the weight up. You're just because it's contouring your whole shoulder, it's allowing you to use your whole body to support the weight.
Nice, and definitely with the waist strap, getting that up on top of the hip bones, all that weight is sitting. So really, it's your hips that's really carrying a majority of the weight. The shoulder straps are just there to keep from side to side and movement down a little bit.
Yeah, well, you can move it back and forth. So the way our load lifting system works, you can move it down on your hips, or you can pull it up and keep it all up on your shoulders to keep your muscles from getting so fatigued. You just keep moving it back and forth.
So if you have a long pack out, you have that ability to switch from load on the hips or load on the shoulders and back and forth.
Yeah. Keep yourself as relaxed and your muscles as least amount fatigued as possible by manipulating your load.
Well, shall we start getting into the bags of the system and start talking about all the options?
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so now we've brought in the packs and we've got the two ends of the spectrum.
Yep. 6,000 X Ultra
and the
and
1500 Remedy.
Yep.
Okay, so talk about kind of some of the features of the pack. I mean, we talked about that the frame was basically the foundation, but then the packs and kind of how those attach and swap them out and just.
Okay. So there's 6 bags right now currently in our system. There's the ultralight big bag all the way down to the Remedy 1500. It's super simple system. So it's 2 buckles and a zipper on both sides. And then so you're unsnapping, unzipping, and your bag is removed.
Okay.
So you load up your frame, you take these buckles here, you reattach them back to the frame. Obviously you can't zip it up, and then you just compress it backwards as tight as you can, and compress it across the top, and then you just put your back back on your frame.
And then the meat is right there next to the back, and then you have the bag, and like this, the optional bow cradle.
Right, bow boot, gut boot.
Yep. And so you're completely hands-free on the way out.
Exactly. Yep, you've got your meat, you've got your bag, you've got your bow or your gun secured to the pack if you need to, or you can put it on the side.
Okay.
Our bow boot moves to the side too, so you can put it on either side or on the back.
Oh, cool. Again, is that a recently new addition of that bow boot movement?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, using your packs for years, and I didn't know all the features.
Yeah,
so.
there's a buckle we added to the waist belt here, so you can just unclip. That one's tied on, of course. So you just clip it. You clip it here and clip it here, and then you can move it
there and there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can move your rifle on the side if you want, but what I use it for is I like to rest the wheel of my bow in it because I'm lazy, and I don't want to carry the weight of it, so I just rest my wheel, and then when I see something, I just lift it up and I'm ready to shoot.
And then you're ready to go.
So, yeah.
So really, that's one neat thing here that maybe a lot of you guys don't realize. Because of the system with the frame, the options that you have based on what type of hunting you're going to do, because you can just buy the different bags that zip right on the frame. So if you're just looking for a day pack, nice and small, you have the 1500 cubic inch.
Yeah.
Or if they're going in for a 7-day hunt,
Right.
so they don't have to buy a whole new
Right.
system, they just
They
buy
just
the
add
bag.
a So once you own the frame, you can add any component to it after the fact. So,
Now, I know you guys, each bag has its own little unique feature to it.
yeah.
What's the unique feature on these two?
Okay, so on the Ultex Ultra, it's the it's the huge capacity, lightweight.
Okay.
So this one's 500 in air Cordura. It weighs 2.8 pounds. So you've got a huge amount of capacity at a very small price as far as weight goes. And then on the Remedy, this is one of my favorite packs because it's pretty versatile for a 15 cubic inch pack. You can keep your lid on the frame if you want to drop your bag, but I always overdress when I go out in the morning, so I like the fact that I can release this front bag and I can shove stuff in the back of it. I don't have to get in my pack, I just shove it in there, compress it as tight as I can.
So it almost just gives you an alternate storage place.
Yeah. You're making a 1,500 cubic inch bag into a 2,500 cubic inch bag because you just can stuff it on the outside.
And still with this, you leave a sleeve hanging out or this or that, then when you're kind of walking and it starts cooling off, you can reach back pretty easily and just start pulling on that sleeve or whatever and bring that whole thing out.
Yep.
Nice.
Or you want to throw it down on the ground and sit on it.
Yeah.
Or you could stuff a seed of some sort back there. Anything you want to get to super quickly, you can just shove it in the back. A lot of guys use this for their camera as well. They have a video camera. They of course wrap it up to secure it, and then they just stick it there. And then at a moment's notice, they stick their tripod in the side. They have their camera here, and
nice, quick, and accessible.
Yeah.
Now you said this bag was 2.8 pounds.
Yep, 2.8 pounds.
And
just the bag.
Just the bag. What's the weight on the Talon frame?
The Talon frame is I'm not exactly sure what the exact is, 4.3 on the grip, and this is a half a pound lighter. So about a half a pound difference. Okay. So 3.8, 3.9, so right in there.
So really for a 6,000 cubic inch, you're just barely over 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And what about the 1,500?
Yeah, you should have told me you was going to ask me those questions.
Well, I got to put you on the spot once in a while. So.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is a 3-layer laminated fabric, a little bit heavier fabric, so of course the packs, and there's more features on this
More
pack.
features.
Yeah.
But still, that's crazy.
Yeah.
1,500 cubic inch or 6,000 cubic inch and same weight.
Yeah.
But for this one, for guys that are going in 7 to 10 miles, weight's an issue. Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to try to cut weight everywhere they can.
And really for a day pack, it's not that big a deal if it's the same size as the big Mama Jamba.
If I can wear these packs and put 50 pounds, 60 pounds in them and wear them all day long, anybody can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm wimpy, but so anybody can do that. Yeah.
Okay, so anything else we want to cover on these two before we move to our next two?
So.
Okay, well, then let's go ahead and switch to we're going to hit the 3 packs in the next one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here we are with the next 3 in the lineup, and here we have
the 2,000 Answer, the 3,000 Alternative, and the 4,800 Solution.
Okay. Now, one thing I noticed is, we have a couple of grip frames and one Talon frame, but the bags can go on either frame. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you choose a frame and then you just add a bag. So the only difference is which one fits you the best.
Right.
And every component goes on both frames.
Wow. So, I mean, that really is such an adaptive system to whatever style or hunt they're doing.
Yeah, you can modify this system to exactly that. I mean, you fit the pack. You buy the pack you want. You buy it based on how you're hunting or what you're doing. If you're doing a day hunt, you can use the Answer or the Remedy. If you're going to Alaska and you're going to go out on a once in a lifetime hunt, you might want the Solution or the Alt-X.
Alt-X. Yeah, and Alt-X, guy heading out for 7 to 10 days.
Yeah.
But maybe there's people that are only doing a 3 to 5 day.
Yeah.
So then, something like the Alternative might kind of fit that a little better. So, all right, again, features in each.
Okay, so the Answer is probably the most unique pack in our system. It's 2,000 cubic inches, but it's designed to be a super tight pack, so there's no adjustability, no expansion on this. For guys that just want a solid load, they want to make sure their stuff is secure, they fall down or lose their pack, nothing's coming out of this pack. And there's some outside stuff that the lid and this front pocket, you can get to stuff really easily, but it fillets open like a suitcase. So to get into it, you just zip the lid open and
Now you're gonna show all your magical stuffing.
yeah, show it with stuffing, but it's, you can see everything that's in here. All of our other packs, I should have mentioned that, have everything we have. With this, the exception of this one, has 2 ways to get in it. You can either get into the sides and the top, or the front and the top.
Mm.
So there's, if you can't get, if something's at the bottom of one of these packs, you don't want to go in through the top, you just unzip the side.
Okay.
And you're able to get access into the pack. Or if you got one side loaded up and you need something on the other side, you unzip the other side. So the Answer, super tight, compact pack. And then
yeah, the Answer, that's the pack that I've run
Yeah.
for a few years.
Yeah.
So, and it's
people that have
been a
it
great pack.
love it.
Yeah, and I actually just handed it off to one of my hunting partners.
Oh.
So I guess, dang it, Sandy, I'm gonna need a new pack for this year. So I guess when we're done here, we'll talk and,
Yes.
and I guess we'll figure out.
We'll figure
So,
out what's the
yeah,
new one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, so now the alternative.
The alternative is a super light pack like the Alt X. It's got 3,000 cubic inches of capacity. This compartment right here is designed for a spotting scope.
Okay.
So that's the feature of this one, is that if you're gonna do a 1 or 2 day hunt, you wanna take all of your gear for scouting or for hunting, your spotting scope, your tripod. And this pack, I should have checked. It's very light
Yeah.
as well, because there's not a lot of features on the pack, so you get a lot of capacity for the weight.
For the weight.
And then there's some security pockets on the inside of here too, inside the stuffing, but there's some security pockets in here for your phone and things that you need to get to super quickly.
You know, the thing that I'm seeing with this too is, even though this right here was more designed for a spotting scope, this would also be a great place that you guys could put all of your field dressing kit and everything that you need for taking care of that animal out in the field. Then you have it all contained right in this one area, really, really easy
Yeah,
to get to. So
quick
that's
access.
another great option for
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I've run this pack a lot, and I don't carry a spotting scope, so it has everything exactly that you want to get to super quickly. It's right here. You
Mhm.
never have to get into the main bag if you don't need to.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, next
All
up,
right.
the solution.
So the solution is it's an awesome pack because of the versatility of this system. You can drop your day pack and you can compress this pack back to where it's small. So every pack does that. They're compressible back to the frame. So you can get it at basically whatever cubic inch you want it to be, just by compressing it backwards.
Okay.
But this has a sleeping bag compartment. This is a day pack that's removable, that's you can use with or without the bag itself. So it's independent of everything here. You just clips to yourself, you just throw it over your shoulder if you need to do a quick spot and stop.
Mm.
You just take this little bag. The lid's removable, stays with the frame, and this one has optic pockets on the sides, so
Okay.
this bellows out. You just unzip that, yeah.
Oh.
The whole pocket bellows out. You can load your spotting scope in there. If you have something that's tall, it's open on the top.
Okay, so like trekking poles or a
Yeah.
tripod or.
Something that won't fit inside your pack that you
Right.
need to carry, you just stick it on the side.
That's kind
And
of a
both
neat
sides
feature.
are the same.
You know, honestly, I don't think I've ever looked at the solution this closely.
It's a cool pack.
Yeah. Now I noticed too, this one, we're gonna kind of rotate this a little bit. So now you guys also offer the optional hip belt.
Yeah, we have a bunch of different accessories that go with the pack, and this is one of the options. They're called knick-knack sacks, and they're perfect just to get quick access to when you're walking. You need to get your wind checker, you need your sit, you need a reed, you need your hoochie, whatever that is that's right there.
They can even use, one of them as a rangefinder.
Yeah, rangefinder, a pistol, everything. There's little slots on the inside.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And
Yeah.
these, I put my scent my wind checker, and you know, anything I want to get to is right out here. So it's here on my side. It's just a
quick, easy access.
Yeah.
Great.
And then my pistol's usually on the inside, along with my rangefinder.
Now, would this fit a full size? Kind of like, because I carry a 40 Smith & Wesson M&P. So maybe not, more of a subcompact type.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how big that is. Mine's fairly small.
Yeah. Kind of looking at this, I can
Yeah.
see kind of a subcompact, but
Yeah.
okay. No, I was kind of curious.
But you have room for lots of other stuff in there too.
But we also have something coming up that has a solution
Yes.
for those larger pistols.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I guess we have one more pack in the system to talk about, and this one's really cool. I'm liking this one.
Yep. It's the new 2018 Ultra Modular Suite.
Perfect. Let's get it in here. All right. So finally, we have arrived to the new pack for 2018. This
Yeah.
is such a cool system.
It is. It's called the Statement.
Okay.
It will become basically whatever you want it to be, everywhere from 300 to 400 cubic inches up to 4,000 cubic inches, and everywhere in between.
In between.
So you set up the whole system with whatever you want in it, and then you just put whatever piece of the pie you want on the frame. That's what you're going to carry that day. So you can use the optics, the day pack, the lid without the main bag. You can drop the optics, you can drop the day pack, you can just use the lid and the day pack, you can use just the optics and the lid.
Oh wow.
So
That's one thing that I was really, when you showed me this when I was out the other day, I mean, just everything that started racing through my mind on this. Because with this, we have the optics pockets, the day pack, the lid, and then the main bag.
mhm.
So this all is 4,000 cubic inch.
Yes, complete.
But immediately, the first thing that popped into my head is how cool. I'm heading back in for 5 days. This is my whole system.
Mhm.
In the main bag, I have my food and my stove and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get to where I'm camping, I open this up, take that main bag off, zip that up in the tree. Now my food and everything is all bear proof. And then basically then I go on hunts and I have the day pack,
Yep.
the optics, the lid, or even if I wanted to, I could drop
Yes.
the optics.
Yes.
So,
So if you do what you just said, this is what you would end up with. So the belly of the pack is gone.
Mhm.
And this one you have the lid, the optics, and the day pack.
and this one all right here is about 2,000 cubic inches.
Yeah.
So,
1,000.
wow.
But the coolest thing about this is that when you need to carry something out, you don't have to remove any of the components from the frame. You just open it up, throw the lid out of the way, lay these open, and you've just accessed your whole frame.
Wow.
So nothing, I mean, how long did it take me to do
Not
that?
not long at all. So then you put your meat on,
Yep,
and then you just use the straps.
yep, you use your compression straps.
So these almost add a second level
Yes.
of strapping
They
than,
do. They add more security around the outside of the load, whatever the load is.
so the one thing I noticed with this is, I mean, obviously we're on the grip frame here. Grip frame, it's easy to say for playing, yes, grip frame, because we have the side wings. But say somebody built this on the Talon,
Yep,
these now almost act as kind of that secondary level, but they almost act as the wings for that Talon frame.
Yep.
So really, but anybody that went with the Talon frame with this system,
yeah.
they're really not missing out on anything or
They're-
features that the grip frame has.
They're not. And these panels right here are an extra security point, but honestly, on the Talon, the 3 compression straps, they are super secure
Right.
as well. So you just have a little bit extra wrap around capacity on the grip frame. And then yes, these can become that secondary,
That side to side,
Yeah.
get rid of that lateral movement and really suck anything in.
these loads are so secure that you can try to throw it off balance and you can't.
And it just stays
Because
right there.
it fits you so well, and then it's secured so tight that it's not going to shift on. If you have it right, it's not going to shift on you.
Wow.
You can reef this thing down just as hard as you want, and because of the way it's designed, you're not gonna break anything in here.
Now, options on the pack. I know we have green, we have Max 1. What other options do you guys offer?
Coyote Brown
Okay.
and Real Tree, I'm sorry, this is the Real Tree Max 1 and Mossy Oak Tree Stand.
Mossy Oak Tree Stand. So really a camo pattern for anywhere within the in the U.S. And if you don't want a camo pattern, you have two solid color options: the green or the tan.
And one other thing we're offering that we haven't even introduced it yet is we're doing a lightweight version of all of the packs. So we'll have a 500 denier
Okay.
fabric, the same fabric that's on the Alt X.
Alt X.
You can have that as an option. So it'll be green, Ranger green, Coyote Brown, or Tactical Gray.
When's that hitting?
We're actually offering it now.
Oh,
We
okay.
haven't launched it yet, but people that know are already ordering it.
Okay, so any of the bags that we saw previously,
Yes.
they have that option of
They have
getting
a
in that
lightweight
lightweight. Nice. And that's just going to be when they choose the pack they want,
Yeah.
choose the color, and that's one of the options that they
Exactly.
have. Way cool.
Yeah.
So I guess we kind of already talked about
Yeah.
special features of it. I mean, this is just such a cool modular. I mean, the whole entire pack line that you have with the ability to swap bags.
Well,
But now
the-
with this system here,
Yes, and one thing I didn't mention is we have 6 packs in the lineup right now, and we have some really amazing option accessories that you could add to the frame. But whatever we build next year still fits with your frame.
Right.
Whatever we add 5 years from now still fits with your frame. So it's a system that's never obsolete, which makes it value added because once you own the frame, you can modify it and build it to whatever you want it to be.
yeah, because that grip frame is 65
8 years old.
Is it 8 years old? Wow. So yeah, where everything still goes on that. So that's peace of mind for you guys, knowing that you can always build onto the system or adjust the system for whatever hunts. Because your hunts, they adjust year to year.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you're heading up to Alaska one year, so.
Yeah.
Then you get the bigger system, or something like this, the modular system, to where actually as your hunts progress throughout the year, that's what I like about this, is you
Yeah.
have the ability with this system right here to really adjust as your hunts progress throughout the year, and you
Yeah.
go from species to species.
Yeah, you could start with an antelope system, move into your deer system, and then move into your elk. Exactly.
Oh, and
as you're gonna go.
even spring.
Yeah.
I mean, taking this as a
Turkey.
lightweight for turkey and spring bear, and I mean, it's definitely a system,
Yeah.
one system, guys,
Yeah.
that really can
Yeah.
expand and reduce based on what you're doing for that time of year.
And you always have
The
this,
frame.
the ability to carry anything that you harvest out.
Yeah.
That's the key, is being able to take a load out on your first trip. And you don't even know it's there. If you turn this sideways, you don't even know that the frame is there. It's zipped on so tight and clean that
Yeah.
until you access it,
Everything's all
It's
compressed
invisible.
up so tight and
Yeah.
really riding right up against that. So,
Yeah.
okay, we have one more thing to show you. So let's bring out the one other new item for this year that we kind of preluded to earlier. Okay, so now we have the last piece that
The
you guys
headless
came out.
horseman.
Yes, the headless horseman. So the Raptor system.
yes.
Okay, let's talk about
Yeah.
this a little bit.
This is a super compact system that allows you the ability to carry anything that you need quick access to up front.
Okay.
It's modular, so it hooks onto our packs, but it also has its own harness system. So you've got your binoculars, your phone, your rangefinder, your pistol, and then there's a security pocket in the back for your license.
Nice. So yeah, because I know on X Hunt, base map, a few, people are kind of starting to go away from GPSs and really using their phones a lot more. So that's kind of a genius.
Yes.
Now, what about some of the little larger phones
Yeah.
on the market?
They'll fit in there. It'll fit a taller, wider phone. It's a flat pocket, but it's got some capacity to expand outwards. So I haven't found a phone that won't fit in there yet. So unless it's like the great big pad type ones, obviously aren't going to fit in there.
But I mean, easy access to the pistol,
Yeah.
easy to get
Clip.
to.
Clip, and it will fit. That's the other key. Is this will fit basically any gun, a big wheel gun, from a Glock to a square trigger to a We haven't found any gun that won't fit in here.
Now I think one thing that people may not have caught on, modular system,
Modular, yeah.
that this will clip into the shoulder strap of the packs. So you don't have to wear a second harness.
Correct, yeah. So the harness is, let's touch on that for just a second. So the harness is designed, there's some structure back here because there's a lot of weight up
Right.
here. So this is designed to come under your rib cage to keep it down
Mhm.
so it doesn't climb up your neck. And then the front is designed right here so it pulls from the front. So when you suck this down tight, it's going to suck this up into your body.
Gotcha.
So it's super, super secure as you adjust this. And then it's on and off, super simple. Once again, super simple. It's off.
Real quick.
Back on, 2 buckles around your waist.
I really like that ability for this to clip into the pack.
Yeah, so on the pack, you're just gonna unclip all 4 of your straps.
Mhm.
And then it clips back to itself. So you're just gonna feed it in through whatever on ours. It's the loop system.
Let's just.
We
bring
were
it in here.
prepared
I
for
know.
that.
I know.
So I'm gonna feed it down through this buckle right here,
Okay.
and I'm going to clip it back to itself. And then I'm gonna suck it in exactly the way that I just did it, if it were.
Same thing on this side.
Yeah. And then clip it back to itself and pull it up tight. And it's sucked in because these are tight to your body.
Right.
And it sucks itself in tight to your body like that.
I like
And then
that.
when you want to take it off, you just undo your sternum strap, undo 1 buckle.
Pull
and you
that
just-
out, and then
it
it's completely
hangs.
out.
It'll just leave and hang on your shoulder strap.
That's awesome.
And it'll work with any shoulder strap that has some sort of an anchor system. Of course, we want them to use it with ours.
Right. Exactly. So.
But if they don't have a Blacks Creek pack, they can use it on any shoulder system.
Okay, so there you go, guys. There's an introduction to the Blacks Creek guide gear. Now, if you notice back behind, we have the American flag hanging back there, and there's a reason for that. It's because all of the Blacks Creek's products
Are built right here.
built right here in the U.S. So,
Yeah.
so if they want to check out the packs, kind of look at the options, where do they go?
Yeah, you could come on over to our shop. We do have a showroom at 16345 Midway Road here in Nampa. Call for an appointment if you don't mind. We build everything here, so we're busy in and out. So we like to at least make sure we have the time to meet with you.
And then for those that are outside of the area, the website is just blackscreek.com.
Yep.
So go check them out, guys. I think you'll really, really be impressed. Like I said, this is a pack system that I've ran for years. I've known Sandy and John for years. Great people, great company, great products. Go check them out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, keep calling, keep practicing, but most importantly, have fun. And we'll see you on the next video brought to you by Elk Calling Academy.